Okay, so when you talk about or hear about sexting, you often think it's just new couples that do this, or maybe young people, but not really the case.
And apparently this can also benefit your marriage too, Dr. V?
Yes, it can, as long as you keep it private.
We would hope so.
Well, yeah, I think for a lot of people, one of the concerns is having something in writing. I know my parents told me, like, don't put anything in writing you don't want somebody to see. So if you can, there's an app for that, by the way. And if you can get through that, then sexting can be a really great thing for your marriage, especially when it comes to connection.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because how can it kind of, help couples to understand each other better?
Yes, so it can build anticipation, which is a huge part of sexual arousal, is being able to anticipate and get your brain on the same page. So build anticipation for sure. The next thing would be that it strengthens connection. So this is your opportunity to connect even when you're apart. It doesn't always have to be anything super explicit, but it can improve your sex life by being able to, of course, build that desire, but then also know what it is that your partner is into, or even sharing a little bit of what you might be into that's new for y'all. I think it's great also because it can increase comfort with just joking about sex, talking about sex outside of the sexual experience, which of course I call pillow talk. Really, really important to be able to have that and to have some ease around it, right? It doesn't always have to be this big to do. It can just be fun. It can also empower you to be able to say, you know what, I'm thinking about this, I'm going to talk about it with my partner, of course. I think that's the key piece of this, is that you're not just doing this with anyone, but someone that you trust and that you really want to give some insight into how you're feeling about things. The other thing about sexting that I think could be really great is that it helps you to tap into your sexuality by creating a space for you to actually think about what it is that you're into, and maybe even a little bit of accountability there, right? Letting somebody know, hey, I want to do this, and then actually doing it and following through is really important.
Yeah. Anything else that people should keep in mind when it comes to this?
Yeah, well, keep it private, like I said, first and foremost. If you're into sexting, make sure that you're reading the room. Like, if you know that your partner is in a really important meeting with a lot of other people.
Maybe not a good time
Maybe not a great time to distract them. Or it might be, but keep it in mind. And then, of course, if you are into it and your partner maybe isn't, let them know what it is that you get out of it. Of course, I have these things that I've listed off here that you can share, but if there's something really special or exciting to you, maybe it's a little bit of a kink for you, make sure that you're sharing that with your partner. And head over to Dr. Viviana on Instagram, because I put up a poll, and I want to know from you, are you sexting? Yes or no?
Okay, we'll be finding out how common people are doing it. All right, thanks so much, Dr. V. We appreciate it, as always. Okay, well, could you work an AED in an emergency if you needed to?